So we just got a new Mandalorian and Grogu trailer, and I'm gonna react to it right now. I'm wearing my Mandalorian and Grogu shirt, so let's see what this trailer is.
Never touch the buttons. I can use some information. Whoa. For this price, I'll tell you whatever you want. I'm looking for a hut. Close for the night. Thank you.
Okay, so he's looking for the huts.
Gangsters. War criminals.
The CGI looks pretty good.
The Empire. I'll take out every bad guy in your deck of cards.
Oh. That's cool. Fire.
This isn't about revenge.
Sigourney Weaver.
It's about preventing another war.
The Mando music. Whoa, what is that? Is that a droid? Oh, I think that's the bounty hunter dude. Clone Wars. Pedro.
In harm's way. Check your armor.
Okay, I like that he has armor now.
Centuries beyond me. I won't always be around to protect him.
Okay, that hut fight's gonna be cool.
You should be.
Ew! What's that snake thing? Zeb!
Unlike this kid.
Yeah, Zeb.
What are you waiting for?
He gets a new stroller. That's funny. That sequence looks really cool, the flying one.
Let's save the rest for after dinner.
Okay, so that still looks like an extended episode of The Mandalorian, but I think this is better than the last trailer we got. It's actually I actually like this trailer, and the other one, and I guess not in a bad way, but I guess in a bad way. The first trailer that we got felt like an episode of Mandalorian, and I guess it still feels like an episode of The Mandalorian. I don't know, but I really like this trailer. The visuals look great, and the action looks great as well. I'm really excited to see that. I think the AT-AT, whatever you want to call it, fight that was shown on Star Wars Celebration. I can't wait to see that sequence, but it also does feel like they are hunting after, they're going through a deck of cards or whatever is what he says. And that kind of, feels like they turned whatever the next season of The Mandalorian is just into this movie, because that feels like something they would do, I guess kind of similar to season 1, because, there was the pucks, but, he's going after these people on the cards. And I'm wondering, if the plan for season 4 was, each episode he was going to be hunting after, a different person, because the ending of season 3 hinted that they were, going back to, what it was like before, because season 3 blew up the scale really big and had multiple Mandalorians, and it, seems like we're going back to Western route, and it looks like they just, changed it to be for this whole, I guess the season to be this movie, which is interesting. And it's, this is Star Wars' first movie since Rise of Skywalker, so they're coming back in theaters, and that was 2019, so it's been 7 years. Dang, that was a long time ago. But, I'm glad Star Wars has another movie come back. I don't know what the name of this bounty hunter is, but my friend was telling him about him before I watched the trailer. Embo or something, I think is what he said. I don't know, but there's also a lot of shots of, Pedro with the mask off. So I'm wondering, a lot of the movie he's going to be wearing the helmet, because they definitely didn't have Pedro there to film, because he's a busy dude. But, it looks like there's going to be a good amount of it, with Pedro's face, which I think is interesting. A little more than I expected it to be, honestly. But yeah, no, this trailer looks really good. I am excited to see Zeb back. I think it's probably Steve Bloom voicing him again. I think it was him in The Mandalorian as well. Yeah, that fight, like that scene where he's like in the hallway and he kicks that stormtrooper looks pretty cool. And whatever this like, he's Mando. He's in this like cave thing, and there's that giant weird snake thing. That thing looks nasty. I don't know what that is. Knowing Star Wars, it probably has a name and like a whole like 300 pages of backstory and lore. No, but this movie looks really good, and I think this trailer sold me more on it than the last one did, and yeah, I guess it still feels like an extended, as I said, extended episode of Mandalorian, but I feel like it was probably always gonna feel like that when if Mandalorian got a movie, but I think I'm definitely looking more forward to this movie now than I was before, and I'm wondering just is he just going after the Hutts? Because it seems like there's the Empire here, and as I said, the at fight scene that was shown at Celebration. So I'm wondering what the big bad of this movie is. Is it the Empire? Is it the Hutts? Or is it just gonna be multiple people and just Mando just taking down a bunch of targets? I'm not too sure. And they're definitely not gonna kill Mando in the movie because he says something about the kid's gonna live centuries more than me, and so I don't. They won't kill Mando in a movie. I think the trailer would give more of that vibe if that's how it was going to be as well. But if they ended up doing that, I'd be surprised. So I'm also wondering how much of this is gonna. I don't know if that Dave Filoni Thrawn movie is still happening, where it's said to be like the end of all the stuff Filoni has done, and so I'm wondering, is this gonna set that up a bit? Because if it's gonna be a movie, not a lot of people saw Disney Plus shows, not everyone did. So I'm wondering if like they can set that up a bit here, if that's still the plan. Because all the Star Wars movies are like in different states of production, and we don't know which ones are still happening exactly. Like I think the Rey movies had some troubles. Overall, this movie looks very fun. As I said already, like 3 times, this trailer is definitely better than the last one, and I'm definitely looking more forward to it now than I was before. And I'm glad that Star Wars is just finally having another movie. It's been too long since they should not have taken that long of a break, but they're back now. So what can I say?